What's up, everybody? Before you, once again, I want to do a poem called Confessions of a Worshipper. This poem God gave me about 2 weeks ago. I did this yesterday at my church, and a lot of people said they were blessed by it and because of it. And just a little bit about Confessions of a Worshipper. We as worshipers go through many situations in life where we do it right and sometimes we do it wrong, and God takes us through many transitions, but our lifestyle and our heart and our commitment to praise says, I will forever worship you. It doesn't matter what comes on, it doesn't matter what goes. My life will always praise you, and that's the heart of a worshiper. And before I do the poem, I have just now realized at 27, God has given me the gift to write. I want to do a shout out to p4cm.com. That's passionforchristmovement.com. I've been watching their poetry and their poems, and they really inspired me to step into what I know God has given me. And so shout out to them. Again, the poem is called Confessions of a Worshipper, and I'm going to do that for you right now. Worship. Why is this so important to you? Is it something that anyone can do? God, what is it about worship that makes you smile? Something about it that makes living for you worthwhile. But God, I want to be true. And you see, the truth is, every time I sing, I don't feel it. It's not that I'm faking. It's not that my personality is split. But life has a way of giving you a bad start. But God, this doesn't mean that I don't love you with all my heart. I love you, I must admit. You see, as a worshiper, I'm challenged to lift my hands when I don't feel. And the situations I face, they're not ghosts. They're really real. The situations I face in my life sometimes leave me in question, but this doesn't negate the fact that I'm destined for greatness. My autobiographical ordeal. So when life doesn't go the way I want it to go, there's one place to know. It is your word that keeps me from falling and failing. That same word that had you nailing on a cross, you came down low. So here is my confession. I don't worship you because you allow the good only. That's not a reason. That's phony. But calling me out of my comfort zone is the place where worship is prone. This is the place where there is no me. So where am I? There is no me. Where am I? There is no me. So why call me here? Because something inside of me is about to die. It is my life that must lie on the altar so that true power will emerge from what used to be purged. Hey, I'm being purged from the first Adam into the new man. Goodbye. Who's leaving? Who's leaving? A stiff neck that doesn't like to bend to do your will. Negativity blinding my progressive advancements. That's ill. Lies that try to redirect predetermined steps. But I'm chasing after the goal, and no, it's not Michael Phelps, it's James O'Neal. See, I confess that I will worship you from sunset to sunrise. And when life's problems come, they won't catch me by surprise. But surprise, my hands are still lifted up. And I'm still on post because my worship is a lifestyle, the place where my soul takes her permanent boast. My worship never dies. Why can't I stop? Because there's a river inside of me that overflows and tongues that come out from a place that only God knows, a fire that invades my soulish appetite, a stand that you've given me with no need to fight. Because my God got up from the grave, he rose. Why can't I stop worshiping? Because you're the God that freed me from chains that tried to choke my past, present, future. And now I can say, free at last. You're the God that turned weakness into champion. You're the God that turned bastard into son. Now my worship is not delayed. I approach you fast. See, I confess that you are the God for all creation. And I confess that right now, because every knee will bow one day, every tongue will confess one day, every nation. See, I confess that without you, Lord, I am but an empty shell. And I confess that even with you, Lord, that sometimes I can't even tell who I am, because I'm not privy to your premeditations. But I confess that I